A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stunning turn of events, the Democratic base is in an uproar this morning following a controversial decision by a handful of Senate Democrats to cut a deal aimed at reopening the government after a prolonged shutdown. Last night, the Senate, led by Chuck Schumer, witnessed a significant shift as 8 Senate Democrats broke ranks and joined Republicans in a bid to pass a revised plan to end the impasse. The motion to invoke cloture on the House-passed continuing resolution was finally passed on the 15th attempt, with a vote tally of 60-40. This move has sparked outrage among progressives, who feel betrayed by their party's leadership and the senators who voted in favor of the resolution. Among those who sided with Republicans were Senators Angus King of Maine, John Fetterman of Pennsylvania, Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada, Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire, Maggie Hassan of New Hampshire, Jackie Rosen of Nevada, Tim Kaine of Virginia, and Dick Durbin of Illinois. The lone Republican dissenting vote came from Rand Paul. The House is set to reconvene on Wednesday to vote on the Senate-passed funding package, which has become a focal point of contention within the Democratic Party. Many party members took to social media to express their anger and frustration, labeling the defecting senators as traitors and demanding accountability from Senate leadership. Learn these names. They just betrayed every single member of the Democratic coalition and let Republicans rip healthcare away from over 11 million people, tweeted activist Santiago Mayer, highlighting the perceived consequences of the senator's actions. Ezra Levin, another prominent voice in the progressive movement, echoed similar sentiments, calling for a cleansing primary season to hold accountable those who do not align with the party's values. If your Democrat is up for re-election and you aren't damn sure they're fighting the fascists with everything they've got, primary the bastard, Levin urged, emphasizing the need for a stronger party backbone. Critics argue that the Democratic Party has failed to uphold the mandate given to them by American voters, who have expressed a desire for a more aggressive stance against Republican policies. Oliver Willis, a political commentator, stated, "The Democratic Party stabbed America in the back less than a week after the American voters gave the party a fight-back mandate." This sentiment has resonated deeply within the party's base, leading to calls for a re-evaluation of strategies moving forward. The senators who voted in favor of reopening the government defended their decision by highlighting the urgent need to restore funding for vital services and protect millions of Americans who rely on government assistance. Senator John Fetterman, who has been vocal throughout the shutdown, expressed remorse for those affected by the prolonged standoff. "After 40 days as a consistent voice against shutting our government down, I voted yes for the 15th time to reopen. I'm sorry to our military, SNAP recipients, Gov workers, and Capitol Police who haven't been paid in weeks. It should have never come to this," he stated, acknowledging the impact of the shutdown on everyday Americans. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto also articulated her reasoning, emphasizing the need to avoid further harm to working families. "I have consistently voted against shutting down the government because I know the pain it is causing working families, from TSA agents to government contractors. We must extend the ACA enhanced premium tax credits, but that can't come at the expense of the millions of Americans across our country impacted by a shutdown," she remarked. Senator Dick Durbin, serving as the Senate whip for Democrats, pointed out that the bill passed was not the same as previous versions that had been rejected multiple times. He noted that the new bill included important concessions from Republicans, which could mitigate the negative effects of the shutdown. "This bill is not perfect, but it takes important steps to reduce their shutdown's hurt. Not only would it fully fund SNAP for the year ahead, but it would reverse the mass firings the Trump administration ordered throughout the shutdown," Durbin explained, attempting to frame the vote in a more favorable light. Senator Tim Kaine, who has been focused on protecting federal employees throughout the shutdown, highlighted the importance of the legislation in safeguarding workers from arbitrary firings and ensuring they receive back pay. "This legislation will protect federal workers from baseless firings, reinstate those who have been wrongfully terminated during the shutdown, and ensure federal workers receive back pay, as required by a law I got passed in 2019, he stated, reinforcing the necessity of the bill despite the backlash. As the fallout continues, the Democratic Party faces a critical juncture. With the House set to vote on the Senate's funding package, the internal divisions within the party are likely to be tested further. The upcoming months will be crucial as Democrats navigate the political landscape and seek to regain the trust of their base while addressing the pressing issues facing the nation. The path forward remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the repercussions of this vote will be felt for a long time to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.